Yeah, go ahead and start us off, Tazawal. Tazawal. Me? I can read it. All
right, Shalom.
Shalom.
Let's say call Yahweh, Ba'ashem.
Hold on, wait. My bad. It's like you go back.
Let's say call Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahshua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Let the double honest elders process agreement stone charges you. Citation I come out of speech word series to the one of members of why so and we're going to do a video. I can't see.
About the plagues of Egypt that's coming upon the face of this earth. We're going to pull out a video about the Egyptian plagues that's coming upon the face of this earth. I'm going to go to this video.
Let's see this.
Share screen. Go to this video right quick. I'm going to play this video. Now he beat up his baby mama. All right, this is a video about.
At Full Sail, we take a unique approach to teaching the art of filmmaking. Our students.
This is a video about the Egyptian plagues that's still here today, that the Lord is sending upon the face of this earth. Back in Africa, he's got these locusts going crazy out there in Africa. They just swarming everywhere, eating up all the crops and shit. So it's just a signs of the time of the Bible that tell you that if you niggas didn't think this Bible was real, the Bible taught about the locusts, about the Egyptians, about the Israelites being freed, and the locust was always a plague of the Bible. Was one of the 10 deadly plagues. So this is one of the plagues of the Bible, but I'm gonna just play it and let them talk, and then we'll bring out some scripture.
I initially had reported on this locust swarm and all the chaos that it was bringing to the regions of Africa, but now they're putting out a warning saying that this thing could explode to 500 times the size of what it is now. I'm not sure people are understanding the magnitude of this. The officials on the ground that are there, they're saying that this is crazy. They say on average, they give numbers down here as to how big these things can get. They say the swarms can migrate with the wind and cover 62 to 93 miles in a day. The average swarm can destroy as much food crops in a day as it is sufficient to feed 2,500 people. They say that these new swarms, it's important to note, are many times the size of the normal ones they've ever seen in the past. They're warning. This is from the UN, a UN that only wants to pitch them $10 million to try to counter this crap, which is chump change. And then they turn around and they say, as soon as warmer weather gets here, you can expect this could get up to 500 times larger. They're saying that this is like biblical proportions.
Biblical
people
proportions.
Were already facing acute hunger.
That's it. They're saying that this is like biblical proportions. Where we heard that before. Okay, I'll be Exodus the 10th chapter.
This is Exodus 10:1. And the Most High and the Lord said unto Moses, go in unto Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart and the heart of his servant, that I might show these my signs before him.
So the Lord gonna show his signs before Pharaoh, before the king of Babylon, before the king of Egypt. The Lord told Moses and Aaron to go before the Pharaoh so he can pull out these plagues on them. Go ahead.
And that thou mayest tell in the ears of thy sons, and of thy son's son.
Right, because to this day, here we're the sons of sons, and we still to this day. Well, you are your fathers reincarnated, but we still until this day we're talking about it. To this day, about it. Lord said, and that thou mayest tell in the ears of thy son and of thy son's son what thing I have wrought in Egypt. So Jesus is still talked about today. And then not only is it the sons of Israel or the Israelites or the Judites, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, it's also the heathen tell the story now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, another thing, whatchamacallit? That's off topic.
But the heathen tells the story. A story. You know what I'm saying? This Esau telling about, hey, it's but biblical proportions. Well, yeah, okay, we know where that's at. Go ahead.
And my signs which I have done among them, that ye may know how that I am Yahweh.
Woo.
And Moses and Aaron.
How that I am the Lord Yahweh. Hey, that's heavy. This is how we know that the Lord is working among men. The Lord dwell among men. He give the kingdom unto who he wants. Where's that at? In Daniel? Go ahead, bro.
And Moses and Aaron came in unto Pharaoh and said unto him.
Hold on one second. Hold on. Slaki. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Slaki. Go ahead.
Thus saith Yahweh the most high of the Hebrews, how long wilt thou refuse to humble thyself before me? Let our people go that they may serve me.
That's it. Hey, now wait, hold on. Now come and read this right quick because what I just said, and the Ak was saying is in Daniel 22, but this is Daniel 4 and 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men. All right. Hey, look at Donald Trump. That motherfucker's a dummy, man. He's a fucking fool, man. But the Lord set him up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the Lord ruleth in the hearts of men. How many times did he harden the Pharaoh's heart? He ruled Pharaoh. He played with Pharaoh. What about Nimrod? He made Nimrod go eat grass. Thought he was a bird. Never. I said Nimrod.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lord, he rules in the hearts of men, and he sets up rulers, and he'll take them out. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna read that part again. The Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the base of men. So the lowest level of men, the Lord will have ruling the whole earth, the dumbest motherfucker around. Hey, that's Donald Trump right now. He's Pharaoh. He's the dumbest motherfucker around. Egyptian king. He's the new Babylonian king. He's Caesar. He's all the Greeks. He's all the rulerships that have ruled upon the face of it. Say it again.
Saul.
Huh?
King Saul.
Mm-hmm.
No, was he?
So no, that's Jake.
Oh.
But he's all the wicked kings upon the face of this earth that was heathens. All the wicked heathen kings.
Oh.
I was wicked, but he just wasn't a heathen. I'm talking about wicked heathen kings. Like all the Egyptian kings and all the kings of Babylon and Rome, Caesar. Those, not our people, even though they were wicked, but not when. I'm not talking about us right now. So the Lord and the Lord and into that fact, the Lord ruled in our wicked ass kings like Saul. So to that fact, yeah. So the Lord, set up Saul, and what did he do to Saul? He ripped the kingdom from him and did what? He gave it to David.
Mm-hmm.
So so the Lord ruled among men. in the kingdom of men. All right, go ahead, brother.
Exodus 10:4. Else, if thou refuse to let my people go, behold, tomorrow will I bring the locusts into thy coast, into thy coast, and they shall cover the face of the earth.
He's gonna bring the locusts into thy coast, and they should cover the face of the earth. Hold that there. Hold your thought.
Hunger in mass in Africa heading into 2020. And this looks to be devastating. There's no other way around it. All the projections, the way that they're looking at it, it's devastating East Africa right now. Are bigger than any city on the planet. That's
The
how massive they
swarms are bigger than any city on the planet. That's how many locusts are. They're bigger than the cities on the planet. City on the planet that's bigger than these locusts. Yo, that's massive. That is crazy, man. Do you know the devastation of things cause they reach over here? The Lord send that plague. Hey, you know it's funny how the Lord keeps certain. Yeah. It's funny how the Lord keeps sending the locusts back into Africa. You know what I'm saying? He got the coronavirus over in China. You know, Australia burning the fuck up. You know, he put certain shit in certain areas, man. But eventually he gonna make all this shit come into all the areas. Every area you're gonna feel and have the same plagues. You know, each the plague we're gonna and hold on, we'll get that afterwards.
It's because people are not seeing them and seeing the vastness of it. They can't wrap their head around it. They don't realize what's going on here.
Because see what you can't see, that's life. If you don't see it, if it's not directly affecting you in your life, it don't mean shit to you. That's why America still is up like they are. Because this shit has not directly affected us in our life. So you still got America going around like ain't shit happening. Like ain't no wars breaking out in Iraq and Iran, that they ain't over there fighting and killing each other. Like it ain't nothing going on in the world. Like these locusts ain't happening. Like the coronavirus ain't happening. America's going along because she ain't been touched.
Matter of fact, in school they're laughing at the coronavirus. They're over there making jokes about it.
Right.
Well, watch them get it, because they over there be sitting there making jokes about, oh man, this guy got the coronavirus. Start laughing about it.
Right.
Watch them get it. They don't even care.
Shit, the flu is real heavy in America right now, and that flu will kill your ass for real. You know.
That degree in Africa, it's going to have repercussions around the world. It's just the way that it goes. So I'll leave links here. Make sure to follow me on Twitter for updated information, and follow me over here on DLive as well for exclusive live streams that you're only going to find over here. Links below.
All right. Fuck me. So I'm gonna play this other one right quick just to. It gives a.
They call us Americans. Maybe.
Hello everyone, welcome to Eye on Africa. Here are your headlines on this Friday. The UN's Food and Agriculture Organization warns the current invasion of desert locusts in Eastern Africa could prove catastrophic for crops.
Hundreds of billions of insects wreak havoc.
Crops and food security in the region. Hundreds of billions of locusts have been wreaking havoc in several countries since November. Democratic Republic of Congo marks the one-year anniversary since the inauguration of Felix Tshisekedi. Our correspondent in Kinshasa looks at the tensions, that continue to hamper his presidency. And
oh man, this damn internet's shit right now.
we head to Egypt to report on the dire humanitarian situation facing political activists in jail. Our correspondents in Cairo met with a family of one man.
See, like we don't know what's going on around in the world in America. America don't show what's really going on in the world. America's only showing one part of, and that's just bullshit about Donald Trump and being impeached. They don't show you that the Egyptians' political prisoners, over 60,000 arrested since Sisi took, or was, slack if I got that wrong, but took power in 2013. Eli Selassie or Eli Selassie, well, however you say that. But they don't tell you this. I didn't know this. I didn't know they had 60,000 political prisoners arrested. Well, America don't tell you this. Why? Because, man, Babylon is Babylon. Babylon is hiding the real truth. They hide the truth. They don't tell you the truth of what's going on around the world, because if they told the truth what's going on, hey, man, people start tripping. You know what I mean? People start doing all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it'll be uproars of the people. You know what I mean? Hey, the people be trying to kill, fighting against their government and shit, because they're scared of that shit come here. Because they already, matter of fact, in Virginia, they Esau, gun-toting ass Esau went down to the courthouse with their guns, marching on the courthouse and shit. Esau just had a big ass march yesterday in New York over the prices of the buses and getting on the trains. So they don't want to show that. Even in America, they don't want to show certain shit that's going on. So they definitely not going to show what goes on around the world. That's why this is Babylon, man. Esau's is just trying to hide everything. Man.
He's been behind bars for 5 years.
Been behind bars for 5 years.
But first, experts at the UN's Food and Agriculture Organization say the current invasion of desert locusts in Eastern Africa is the worst in Ethiopia and Somalia in 25 years, and the worst in Kenya in 70 years. The FAO estimates one of the swarms currently over Kenya covers an area of about 2,400 square kilometers and may contain as many as 200 billion locusts. The Desert Locust Control Organization for Eastern Africa says Kenya has 5 aircraft spraying pesticides on the swarms. Earlier, we spoke to Cyril Ferrand, who is the East Africa Resilience Team leader at the FAO. He began by explaining what was causing this in locusts this winter.
Desert locust is known in the Arabic Peninsula and part of northern Africa.
Hey, go ahead, read that.
This is Exodus 10:4. No, so like this Exodus 10:5. And they shall cover the face of the earth, that one cannot be able to see the earth, and they shall eat the residue of that which is escaped, which remaineth unto you from the hail, and shall eat every tree which groweth for you out of the field.
They should eat every tree. Look at these motherfuckers, man. They all up in the trees eating all the green. They're off of it, man. Look at this shit.
Exceptional climatic.
Exactly what the Bible say they are. The plagues that the Lord put upon the earth. Hey, is exactly what they doing.
Source of the current situation. We had extremely wet conditions, and then a number of typhoons that came in December. And then created extremely favorable conditions for desert locusts to come.
It's saying the locust plague numbers could grow by 5 times by June. That's bananas. You can have over 50, 60, 100 billion of these things around the world, man. Everybody, these motherfuckers end up spreading all over the whole earth, man. Hey, that's beautiful. Kolo Yahabashim Shah.
Towards Ethiopia, Somalia, and then Kenya now. As a matter of fact,
look at this shit. Look at this tree. Look, they ate that tree. Look at that. They don't ain't number locusts. You don't see number locusts sitting there in that tree. What they say? It'll cover the faces of the earth and the trees. Hundreds of billions of insects wreak havoc in East Africa.
Yes. We are still having rains in.
What they say?
Sir, and they shall cover the face of the earth, that one cannot be able to see the earth.
And you can't even see. Look at that. All you see is locusts in the tree. Ain't no more leaves. Go ahead.
and they shall, and they residue of that which is escaped, which remaineth unto you, and shall eat every tree which groweth for you out of the field.
Look at that, eating that shit up.
Which is very unusual for them, and all of this create this very favorable
covered
conditions.
everything.
Mr. Ferrand, the situation has been going on for several weeks. We've mentioned it already several times here.
When they say they should cover the earth, you couldn't even see it. You could barely see the ground. Look at this, you could barely see the ground right here.
Has been going on for several.
You could barely see the ground. It's all locusts. You can see parts of the ground, but it still's the point. They're covering the earth. Right.
We've mentioned it already several times here on Iron Africa, even since November in some parts of the continent.
In the
several countries have announced measures, including spraying chemicals, but it appears it's getting worse with this new report and these new figures released by the FAO. Why is that?
Well, again, as I said, I mean, the reality is that this favorable condition has brought amount of locusts towards the region. At this time of the year, normally the locust
plague, insects ruining crops and threatening food security. Hey, that's beautiful, man. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 32. And their camels shall be a booty, and the multitude of their cattle a spoil, and I will scatter into all winds them that are in the uttermost corners, and I will bring their calamity from all sides. Therefore, thus saith the Most High Yahweh Shema Shai.
Calamity will come from everywhere.
So that's the beginning of the calamities. Starting out with the spoils, with the food, and all those things like that. The Most High is bringing calamities upon the earth. Okay, these are the beginning, like Yahweh said, these are the beginning of woes. You know, so small things like this happening, you know, this is going to spread over here to America. You know, and what America's going to do when they see a bunch of locusts out here, man, especially you bitches. They're gonna be scared out here. You know, because when the Lord starts bringing these plagues, and the Lord's already plaguing Africa, East over there, Africa, people getting fucked up. So the Most High is gonna bring this over to this land, and all over the world. Because this is the power of Yahweh Shema Shai bring forth that judgment. Because the Most High is sick and tired of this place, and the Lord's elect is just about sealed up. Looking at these problems, looking at these things happen, because 2020 is a big year. Locusts are the millions. So imagine billions. By the time of August,
locusts in the billions.
January, she's gonna be bad. Then them locusts gonna migrate over down here to the northern parts of the earth. And it's gonna be calamity on all sides, everywhere you look. Ain't gonna be nowhere you can be safe at. It's gonna be everywhere. Sicknesses, illnesses, plagues of bugs. You know, and coronavirus. And the Most High, not only just they Lord gonna use locusts. Hey, Lord gonna play niggas with spiders.
All kind of shit.
A damn big spider outbreak, a bed bug outbreak, you know, a roach outbreak, man. This shit gonna.
They already got that.
Yeah, it's gonna be on a bad level.
Hey, Jake already be infested with that shit.
We talk about the power of the Most High, and when we see how wicked America is, and this place gonna go out in a bad way. We're gonna see niggas getting eaten up by locusts. You know, the Most High can put the spirit on anything to devour people. You look outside, you see niggas eating alive by spiders, man.
Yeah, like a locust land on you and you start getting sick.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, look, but this to show you the outbreak up here in Pakistan, between India and Pakistan. Look at the outbreak. It's swarms of them. They swarming in Pakistan and in parts of India, Iran, Yemen,
and this
Saudi Arabia.
That's a spirit, because it's talking about Elon. Jeremiah was prophesying against Elon.
Yeah, see, and it's over there, in India, man. They swarming over there. So it's traveling, man. So the Lord really is giving it to these heathen nations. You know, when you think of China, Moab, Ammon, the Lord got that coronavirus out there. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is really giving the plagues over to these different countries.
It's here in America.
Yeah, right. It's coming.
America's
right? You're right. It is here. The coronavirus did get here. It ain't really spread just yet.
Yeah,
but it's there. Look at that. Swarms. All right, I'm playing a little more.
Should have returned back to much drier and cooler areas such as the Big Peninsula. And then they arrived, I mean, in a moment where we had extremely favorable rains and extended period for farming and cropping. And of course, they fed
and the quietest cap, they're gonna bring that Ebola back out too.
Ebola. You can never forget about that.
Can't get that Ebola.
were able to find a lot of food in the entire region, starting with grazing areas of pastoral communities.
And once they eat up all the crops, hey, niggas gonna go hungry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Hey man, that famine gonna hit. Man, what's that? Matthew the 24th chapter. That famine is gonna hit, man. The Lord gonna send that famine upon the face of the earth. And when that famine hit, they eat up all their crops. Hey, they fucked. You know, hey, because you know them heathen nations, and some of them is Jake too. They'll eat their kids. They're gonna start eating each other. Cannibalism come back. Starting, you know. Hey man, it's a lot of shit about to go down, man.
Eating dogs, cats.
Right, they're gonna be eating, and then think of the diseases that's gonna come from eating rats and shit and cats. Just like the coronavirus, bitches eating bats. They already put that virus out by eating bats. So eating certain animals, there's a reason they're an abomination, right? So all it's gonna do, is cause a big famine, man, and diseases, and then your disease is gonna set in. You know.
Right, scripture.
Right.
In 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 26. And as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, Help my lord, O king. And he said, If the Lord do not help thee, which shall I help thee? Out.
Bro, how he gonna help? That's it.
Of the barful, or out, or is it barn floor? Yeah, barn floor, or out of the wine press. And the king said unto her, What lieth thee? And she answered, This woman said unto him, Give thy son that we may eat him to today, and we eat my son tomorrow.
Yep.
So my son and did eat him. And I said unto her, On the next day, give thy son that we may eat him. And she have hid her son. And when the king heard the words of the woman, that he rent his clothes, and he passed by upon the walls, and the people looked and beheld he had scarlet within upon his flesh, sackcloth upon his flesh.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be going on. People gonna be back eating their kids again. Through those famines.
He ripped his fucking clothes, man. He couldn't believe it.
He couldn't believe it. He ate his own son, and that bitch got away.
They ate her son.
Ate his son, because there was a famine going on in the land.
Right.
You know, so when these things start happening, when these things start really happening heavy, when the Most High really brings these heavy plagues, hey, people gonna be bugging the hell out.
Right.
And stories like that's gonna happen again.
Right.
You have a person come up, especially a woman, she'll be crying, hollering with a baby. Like, I eat my baby. We eat your baby and I eat my baby.
And that goes to show you how stupid these fucking bitches is, man. Show you how they'll kill their own children, man. They'll eat their own children. That's why Lamentations say even but the daughters of my people are cruel. You know what I'm saying? Like that's cruelty. Go ahead, bro.
This is Ezekiel. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahshua the Most High, Behold, I am against thee, and will execute judgment in the midst of thee, in the sights of the nations. So yeah, that's judgment. That's all judgment. And I will do in thee that which I have not done, and whereunto I will not do any more the like, because of all thy abominations. Therefore the fathers shall eat the sons in the midst of thee, and the sons shall eat their fathers. And I will execute judgment in thee, and thee will I scatter into all the wind. So yeah, man, like I said, sons eating the fathers, fathers eating the sons, mothers eating the daughters, and so on. And when you have no food, what do? Well, what does the wicked do? They start eating their own people, the ones that they birth. So that's how you know. That's how you know. Really, love don't even exist when you're around these 230 niggas that are all them 230. All them 230s, they don't really care as long as they get their bellies full. That's when the demons gonna get roused up. All right, everyone got a spirit in him. They just don't show it. And at that time, that's really when the spiritual demon Satan is really gonna show out of all these wicked people. That's how you're gonna know who to trust and who not to trust, because they're gonna be falling out of food almost. What you call like the Day of Atonement. That's why that was a day of putting your spirit in subjection. You know, like how Yahushua did. He fasted 40 days, 40 nights.
Yep. So, but that story come out of when the Syrians surrounded Samaria, when that was the northern tribe going through their captivity, about to go through their captivity, through their Syrian captivity, and they was surrounded them, and they couldn't get out to get their food, so they started eating their children and shit. You know, that's the 2 Kings 6th chapter for any brother that wanna brush up on your knowledge and read. That is
eating their eyeballs and
they don't care, man.
Their body,
but that really show you the weakness of a woman, man.
Their organs.
That show you that all that love women show their kids. First thing they do on the chopping block is who? That little baby. You know?
Easiest to grab up.
Right. That's it. Who's the easiest to grab? Is the little ones. So, you know, hey, look, come on, kid. Today, we eat your kid tomorrow. They're like, no, fuck this. I will eat your kid, but you ain't about to eat my kid. You know what I'm saying?
Don't set that nigga for later.
Right.
And probably fed some of the baby's part to the
her child. Yeah.
You never know. I gotta look into it.
Go ahead.
Revelation 9:1. And the 5th angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven, and unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. And that was the year. That's how that was being rebuilt in the Renaissance, when Esau said, "I'll go and rebuild the new places, or desolate places." And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, and as the smoke of a great furnace in the sun, and the air was darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power as the serpent of the earth have power. So that's talking about Esau, because he was given that power. And the Most High gave him that power to deceive the earth. And the smoke was what? Those nuclear missiles. That's going to destroy this place.
The locust is the famine.
Locust is famine. All those things are what the vision that John the Revelator seen. And it came to pass out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power as serpents of the earth had power. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green, neither any tree, only those men which have not the seal of the Yahweh Shai in their foreheads. So that's talking about us, you know. So so most of it refers as different things in the scriptures, you know, as a sheep, you know, different fruits and things like that, as his flock. So any green tree, you know, any man that doesn't have a seal upon a man, destroy his ass. Because that's what's going to happen. Locusts are going to cleave onto these people. Sickness is going to cleave onto these people. You know, all these players of the Lord already set up, are going to cleave unto these people that don't have that living seal of the living power. That was it.
All right, we'll play a little more of this.
Particular, and then cropping areas now. Yeah.
There are many shocking statistics when it comes to desert locusts, but one of them is the fact that desert locusts can eat their own weight in food every single day. Do we have an idea of how much crop and vegetation is currently being lost in Eastern Africa, and whether it could pose a threat to food security in the coming weeks and months?
Okay, yeah, it's a good question. That's a question we are frequently asked at the moment. When locusts arrived in southern Somalia and entered into northern Kenya around 28th of December for Kenya, they found a situation where basically crops were reaching already a very advanced and mature stage. This means concretely that they are normally eating on the leaves and not on the cobs of maize, for example. So the damage on crop is estimated for now for the harvest that was just finished in December. The impact on the crop harvest is limited. That's our current estimate, but we are conducting a number of rapid assessment in order to gauge really the extent to which the crop have been affected. What we do know is that on grazing area, it's a bit more severe. We are not able to quantify for now. We have team deployed in all over the region with together with the government, because the government, of course, frontliner in addressing the issue of desert locust. So we are working side by side with them in order to understand what is the magnitude. Our biggest fear is obviously for the next season. The next season in this region will be in April with the next round of rains, and that will be coinciding with a time where the new generation of locusts will be in the region and will obviously find a lot to eat when farmers will start to plant. So the damage on the past crop is not that big for the moment, but we are really fearing for the season ahead of us.
Okay, campers, rise and shine. It's
Yes.
A Sudanese rebel group has signed a preliminary agreement with the government after weeks of talks. The move is seen as a key step toward finding.
All right, but that's what I wanted to show on that. Any more scriptures? You done with that?
I also want the Exodus stuff.
Oh, yeah, where you at?
Exodus 10:6.
No, go ahead.
This 6. And they shall fill thy houses and thy servant, and the houses of all the Egyptians, which neither thy father nor thy father's fathers have seen since the day that they were upon the earth. And he turned himself and went out from Pharaoh. And Pharaoh's servant said unto him, how long shall this man be a snare unto us? Let the men go, that they may serve Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua their power. Knoweth thou not yet that Egypt is destroyed? And Moses and Aaron were brought again unto Pharaoh. And he said unto them, go, serve Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua your power. But who are they that shall go? And Moses said, we will go with our young and with our old, with our sons and with our daughters, with our flock and with our herds will we go, for we must hold a feast unto Yahweh.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto them, let Yahweh be so with you as I will let you go, and your little ones look to it, for evil is before you. Not so go now ye that are men and serve Yahweh, for that ye did desire, and they were driven out from Pharaoh's presence. And Yahweh said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand over the land of Egypt for the locusts, that they may come up upon the land of Egypt, and eat herbs of the land, even all that the hail hath left. And Moses stretched forth his rod over the land of Egypt, and Yahweh brought an east wind upon the land all that day and all that night. And when it was morning, the east wind brought the locusts, and the locusts went up over all the land of Egypt and rested in all the coasts of Egypt. Very grievous were they before them. There were there were no as they neither have them shall be such. For they covered the face of the whole earth, so that the land was darkened.
So in a minute, these locusts gonna cover everywhere. You know, the Lord gonna see it sufficient to put the locusts all over the earth, and it's gonna darken the earth. And that's beautiful. Go ahead.
And they did eat every herb of the land and all the fruits of the trees which the hail had left, and there remained not any green thing in the trees
That's it.
or in the herbs of the field through all the lands of Egypt.
All right. You got something? Go ahead.
This Psalm 78:1. Give ear, O my people, to my law, and incline your ears to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth parable. I will utter dark sayings of old. So the Most High will utter parables and dark sayings of old, and these are dark sayings of old with how the Lord visited the land of Egypt in the time we was in that captivity. The same thing will happen now in this modern day Egypt, in this modern day captivity that the Israelites are in, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. We will not hide them from their children, showing to the generations to come the princes of the praises of the Most High and His strength and His wonderful works He have done. For He established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which commanded our fathers that they should make them know to their children. So these are things that we are supposed to preach to our people. And the Most High said that He's going to do the works of old, wonderful works. The works of old. You know, the things that the Lord, the place the Lord brought upon the old land, going to bring upon it now. Sicknesses, boils, all those things that's coming to this place. That's it.
That's why the Lord said those things have been written for your learning for aforetime. It's been written before for your learning, right? Your fathers taught of these things, the locusts, the plagues, the exodus of Egypt. Hey man, so we'll know what's coming. We've been taught what happened before. It's gonna happen again. Okay. All right. Oh, I got one last script. We can close it out with this script here. You got one more? All right. Well, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 11. Verse 11. I could probably read up. You know what? Let me read up. This is 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. And 5. I will bring plagues of the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Get it on that. You know what I mean? But that's it, man. That's very simple and plain. And with all those things is here. Coronavirus, people getting killed and murdered, Trump dropping bombs over here. Hey man, it's a lot of shit going on, man. You got the locust plagues, you know. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful work field. Therefore saith the Lord power Yahweh, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me. Those of the just complain continually. And the souls of the just complain continually, man. And are we not part of the souls of the just? And are we not complain? Man, we complain. I complain to the Lord. Hey, because this is hell. We in hell. And we want to get the fuck out of Babylon. We want to rule this earth in righteousness. We sick and tired of wicked bear rule. We sick and tired of Job 9 and 24. We sick and tired of 9 and 24. The earth was given into the hand of the wicked. He covered there the faces of the judges. If not him, then who is he? Hey, we're tired of that shit, man. We tired of Esau ruling this kingdom. It's time for the elect, for Yahushua to get his rulership, and the elect get that inheritance with him. All right. 9. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. And that's what he's doing over there right now in so-called Africa. And he's putting them plagues of before back on that land. You know, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that our power Yahweh shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, because they're eating up everything. You can't put crops in the ground, because the minute that you do, them locusts gonna do what? They're gonna eat that shit up. So they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail and constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And we don't even see it. Our people don't see it. They don't care. And one people shall stand up to fight against another. And they're doing that now. Like I said, they have that riot going on down in New York over buses and trains. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there should be sedition among men, and invading of one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power.
This is Joel chapter 1 in verse 3. Tell your children. Well, verse 2. Hear this, ye old men, and give ear, all ye habitations of the land. Have this been in your days, or even in the days of your fathers? Tell your children of it, and let your children tell their children and children in other generations, that which the former have lift. Palmerwood have lift up. Palmerworm have the locust eaten, and that which the locusts have left have the cankerworm eat, and that which the cankerworm have left have the caterpillar eaten. Awake, ye drunkards, and weep. Halal, and all ye drunkards weep.
Wine, because of the new wine, for it is cut off. It is cut off from your mouth. For a nation is come upon my land, strong and without number, whose teeth are the teeth of lions, and have cheek teeth of a great lion.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to, hey, remember how the cankerworms ate, the locusts came and ate, those that happened in the older time. So those were great things that Yahweh Shai did back in the ancient world. Those things are coming back. So that's why the Lord said, awake ye drunkards and weep and howl, oh ye drunkards. Because a lot of our people, they're hey man, they're drunkards. They're off that spiritual wine, man.
All that philosophy juice.
Yeah, they're off. They're not about to bring it upon the earth. And they don't know about the generation, how the Most High used the locusts and the cankerworms to do his work, to devour
the caterpillar.
Yeah, the lands.
Right.
All the creatures the Most going to use to devour the whole entire planet Earth, man.
Mm-hmm.
How the Most going to use those plagues. We know the ultimate play is the Iceman nuclear missile was going to finish it off.
Mhm.
No.
All right. That's it. You got anything right there?
No.
All right. Take us on, Tyler.
All right. Oh, you said Tazwa?
Or Tazwa.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Come on, Tazwa. Take us on.
Yeah, Tazwa.
Alright, with that, I say Shalom. I call Lord Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders.
Elders, Great Millstone, Priest, and two. Confused Face Brothers, Catholics, two. And brothers in the truth. With that, Shalom.
Shalom. Ba. Amen. Death to this whole fucking stinking ass world.